Hi, how you doing? We often think that to get a good story is something very difficult. Well, it's not so. Actually, the best stories lies around you. So, if you want a good story, you have to retrospect. You have to retrospect your life. You have to peep inside the people lives who are part of your life. Just look around and look at your friends. Well, someone had a very volatile past. Someone had a bout of depression. Someone excelled, and someone is still struggling. So they're all good stories. They have, in fact, one of the most extraordinary stories. We often think that to find a good story is something a hell lot of a job. It's not so. In fact, most of the great stories are the real stories. And real stories happen with real people. Sometimes the incidents you see, our ups and downs, our own experiences. We just take it casually and I think that, I mean, what's the big deal? Well, that's not so. Even some of the mundane activities, something which you find not very important, others find it very interesting. So you just need to retrospect the journey of life you had in the last so many years. Just go and uh, think what you did 5 years back. What was that important incident? If you don't find any, just go to your childhood. Maybe you'll have some memorable experiences, and maybe you had a good friend of yours in past, but he's no more your friend. So that's a story. So we often overlook small details, small things that makes a great story. And uh, if you look at around you, you'll find a lot of interesting characters who either happen to be your friend or your relative or your acquaintance or maybe your office colleagues or you just met someone on the way. They all have something to tell you, and out of that, you can always find a good story. And most of the good stories also have the capability to become the great stories because you need to develop those good stories. Uh, and Certainly you'll find that those good stories have the potential to become great stories. You see, sometimes even we meet strangers and they share something and we just forget. But then you keep a note of these things. In fact, when a certain idea comes or when a certain incident happens, it's always advisable that you write it down either on your phone or maybe if you are maintaining a diary, well, you can note it there as well. Because you see, some of the time, uh, the great stories are given by the most unlikely sources, the strangers. You see, I often traveled through trains and uh, by air, and I just met some people during my journey, and I found really some great stories. They said something, and the conversation went on, and certainly they said something very intimate and something very personal, and that's where the great story lies. So the next time when you're meeting an absolute stranger, uh, just don't think that person doesn't have the potential to share something memorable which might be developed as a great story. So great stories are all around us. There could be something which we experience in past, or something which is happening right now, or something which is about to happen, or among your friends. Something happened with them, or something they shared with you, your relatives whom you met during some wedding, or just one of those casual meeting, and something quoted out of context, and it just made an imprint on your mind, and you still remember that. Or maybe just with absolute strangers, it can happen. So the great story has no defined rules. I mean, how does it happen? Where it can happen? It can happen anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes and ear open. So great stories don't need to go somewhere to search it. It's all around you. Only think. You need that eye to find that. So that's it, guys. So now, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.